to It's All About Spice. I'm Hina, and today I'm making masala deviled eggs. This recipe is perfect for breakfast, brunch, or even an evening time snack when you're really hungry and you want to cook something really fast. So you might wonder what deviled eggs really are. And deviled eggs are a very traditional American dish that's typically made around Easter time, so about May-ish time frame, I think. And you know, the traditional deviled eggs are really just boiled eggs, and you scoop the yolk out of the egg, mix it with mayonnaise and some mustard. And that's really what deviled eggs are. And they're very creamy, they're delicious, they're easy to eat. So when I was trying this last year, I was like, so how can I add desi flavor to my deviled eggs? And that's really where masala deviled eggs have originated from. So it's really my creation over to your kitchen so you can try it and see how delicious they are, how easy to make. And they're just, you just pop them in your mouth and oh my God, it's just so tasty. So let's get cooking. Start with our deviled eggs. We obviously need eggs, and we're gonna use some potatoes to bring that creamy richness to our masala deviled eggs. So what I have here is I've got a pot with boiling water, and we're gonna boil some eggs. So I'm using about 4 eggs here, and then I've got 1 potato that's boiling. So we're gonna leave this in here for 8 to 9 minutes until the eggs are boiled and ready to work with. Right, so while the eggs and potatoes are boiling, I'm gonna start preparing rest of the ingredients. So I'm starting with about half an onion. I'm gonna chop this really nice and fine. So let's do that. Next, I have about half a tomato that I'm gonna chop really small. All right, so I've got about 1 green chili here. This one's kind of big, so depending on how spicy you want this to be, you can go a little easy on the green chilies. All right, so next I have about 2 garlic cloves that I'm going to chop in here. If you don't have fresh garlic, if you don't want to use fresh garlic, then you can also have garlic paste. You can use that as well. There we go. And now what I have here is I've got an ice water thing here. This is really cold water, and once we move our eggs from the boiling water to cold water, it's going to stop cooking the egg, and then it's a little bit easier and faster to peel the egg off as well. All right, so I'm going to start with peeling the potato here. So we're gonna just mash the potato here. It's time to peel the eggs here. And the good thing about putting the eggs right after they're boiled into the ice bath is it just makes it so easy to peel them off. Okay, so now we're gonna slice our eggs into half. So this is how you want to slice them. There we go. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna scoop out the yolk out of the egg like so. And
Okay, done. All right, so next I'm going to just mash the egg yolk. Okay, looks like it's good enough. All right, we're not going for perfection here. Okay, so now I'm going to add my mashed potatoes to my egg yolk. All right, so now it's time for us to cook our ingredients. So I'm just gonna turn it on. All right, you want it to be on high heat. I've got a pan here, and I'm gonna add some butter to it. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of tomato ketchup in here just to add that little sweetness and a little bit of acidity. All right, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more butter in there, just for that extra creaminess. Okay, so I'm going to start with my spices. We're not going to do a whole lot. We'll just start with just a little bit of salt here. Got some cumin powder, so I'm going to put just about half a teaspoon of cumin powder goes in here. And this is garam masala, so we're just going to put about half a teaspoon of garam masala. And then last, I have some paprika or red chili powder. Again, depending on how spicy you want it to be, you can add a little more. Okay, so here's our potato and egg yolk. And then you want to mix this really nice, because you want to get that nice flavor into the potatoes and our egg yolks. Our potato, egg yolk, masala mix is ready to go. Okay, so our potato mixture has been resting here for just a couple minutes, and I've got the egg here. So I'm using a Ziploc bag, but you could just use any other plastic bag so we can pipe it. There we go. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to cut this tip. Okay, so we're ready to pipe. So we're going to start with our first. right, so last one. There we go. Okay, now I have a whole bunch of this left and I can use it for a sandwich tomorrow. All right, so the last step, I'm just going to garnish this with just tiny little bits of cilantro. Maybe here. Oh, look at that. That looks so cute. All right, so look at this beautiful plate. So let's try one of these. Okay, so here's the thing. You just gotta pop this whole thing in your mouth, okay? All at once. I'm gonna try this. That is so delicious. I can taste the savoriness from the potato, from the egg yolk, but then I also get the sweetness from the ketchup and the tomatoes that we added in there, and cilantro really adds a nice bit of freshness to it. So this is so good. Delicious. You know what this reminds me of? This really reminds me of eating puchka or pani puri on the streets of India. And you know how you can just take one of those and just pop them in your mouth and there's just this burst of flavor? That's exactly how this tastes. So this is super delicious. And you saw how easy it was to make it. It's really quick and it's perfect for lunch or brunch or even an evening snack. If you give this a try and tell me how this turned out, do you love it? And tell me in the comments section for sure. And then if you love watching me cook, then don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Thank you for watching and keep the love coming.